Okay, so we've got our innards sewn together. They look like this. It looks a little weird because you've got this funny angle here. That's okay. I pressed away from my template pieces, my funny cut pieces. So I pressed towards my cornerstone here and then towards my background fabric here. We are going to sew these together so that they nest nicely. And then we are going to come in and add the triangles. And the triangles are funny. It doesn't look like it's right, but I promise it's right when you add them in. They just add in like that so that we get our corner shape. So I'm going to pause, come back, and have my middle sewn together and start adding on my triangles. Pressing the triangles, I pressed down away from the bulk towards the triangles. You could press the other way. It'll just change how you press those middle pieces that we're going to do next. So it's not right, it's not wrong, but you do reduce bulk if you press towards these triangles. So I'm going to pause and we'll be back. Okay, so we've got our corner pieces put together. They make this kind of like envelope-y shape, maybe? I don't know. But we don't have anything to trim because that's kind of the odd thing about this block. So the next piece that we need to put together, the next set, is this set in the middle. And it looks just like this. We don't need to press center lines because we're going to line our point of our triangle up with the point of our square, and then the point of our triangle up with the point of our square. And they are really easy. So on this one, if you pressed towards your outer triangle here, then you're going to press towards your triangle here. If you pressed up towards the main block when you added this last little triangle-y framing piece at the bottom here, if you pressed up, then you are going to press towards the block because those seams are going to nest together. If you'd like to change your mind and go ahead and press towards the triangles now, then you can press towards the triangles in this one. It really doesn't matter at the end, as long as your seams are sitting nicely and you're happy with what you've done, we're happy with what you've done. So this is the last unit we have to put together before we assemble the block, and then the block goes together really fast, kind of like a 9-patch, 3 sets of 3, and it is all good. So I'm going to pause, I'm going to put this unit together, we'll come back and lay out our block, and then we'll put that together. Alrighty, so we have our corner units assembled, and they end up not being corner units, but for now, and our block is laid out. I'm going to sew these 3 units together, the center 3 units together, and then these 3 units together, and then just combine them. I always do it like a 9-patch. I'm going to press these seams out, these seams in, and these seams out so they nest, and then we are going to admire our awesome work. So go ahead and lay out your block, make sure you've got it all set the way you want it, because it's easy to get, especially when they kind of change orientation. It's easy to get them flipped around, and then sew it just like a 9-patch, 3, 3, and 3, and we will come back and admire our work. And just like that, it's done. Really a lot of movement in the block, and yet it goes together really simply. I like these, where they look more complicated than they are. So, not gonna lie, I missed a point here, but I lined that one up and I thought that one was more important. The fabrics in this particular quilt are busy enough, and it's going to a 10-year-old boy who's not going to be looking at my points. He's gonna love the reds. So I'm happy. I hope you're happy with your block. I'm sure you did a great job. I can't wait to see these put together. Looking forward to Quilt Till You Wilt, and hoping to get to see what folks are working on there coming up. If you are coming to Quilt Till You Wilt and you have Block of the Month blocks and you have questions, please feel free to bring them. I will be there. I'm happy to help if I can. I was talking this weekend at class about what I really enjoy about quilting is the community and the opportunity to learn from each other and share, and that's not work. That's the joy of it, right? The get to create and get to create with other people. So with all that said, I sure do hope we see you next week. Next week. Next month. And we get our next couple blocks done. Next month again is really straightforward. A bunch of flying geese blocks. And that's okay because we know how to do those. And then we're on block 12. And lo and behold, we'll be putting them together before you know it. I hope you'll have a great day. You're awesome. If you've got any questions, feel free to reach out. We'll talk to you soon.